Hello guys, this is Stormrunner and today I am back in Scrap Mechanic, and today I wanted to answer a question that I've actually asked myself. Are piston engines better than just regular, electric engines to tow? So I have my pre-built, I've actually made the Suburban, the 2011 version with the electric engines and with a piston engine, a V8 piston engine. Well, in general it'd actually be more of an inline piston engine, but it's got 8 pistons in it. Anyways, as you can see right here, I have the electric engined Suburban with the modded wheels, and I have a huge trailer built onto it. And I may showcase the trailer in another episode. I'm not sure about that right now, but today I'm just looking at if the piston engine is better or not. So if we hop in here, I know that this will easily tow this. I mean, with some complications, you got to get it going, and lag seems to cause a lot of problems, but in general it can get it going pretty well. Keep it going over some terrain. Nope. Took me a little bit to build that hitch again, because I haven't been doing trailers in a while, especially for cars. But trailer is a sucker, it's really heavy. Anyways, I'll hop out of this car now. Should really get a parking brake or something. I wonder if that'd be something interesting to add to Scrap Mechanic, like a parking brake or something. Something so that you can stop your car, maybe putting it on a bearing. I know mods have something that's called that, but I don't know if... I'm unsure if it actually does something, if it'll actually stop you when you press a button or not. Alright. And here we go. One of the interesting things you have to do with a piston engine vehicle is you have to have the rear axle lined up with the engine. So once I take this off the lift, the wheels will plop down. You see all the transmission going between the engine here. I can just show it. No, that's the roof tiles. So we got our V8 engine up here, and basically once we start this thing up, there we go. You see how this thing's actually got some power to it. It's pushing the car back, but then again, this version I was only able to put one thing of suspension on each wheel instead of 2 like the other one. So I'm probably gonna have to stiffen up the suspension, especially to carry that trailer, because that sucker's really heavy. And when I built the previous version, the one set of suspension, even at pushing it up to the highest, kinda didn't work. I found it better just to put 2 on there. One of the things I find hilarious about this is it's supposed to be, the piston engine is supposed to be big, strong, hefty things, and you hear nothing right now. It's like dead silent of an engine. Like, the only way you hear something is if you get up close to the engine and you hear the pistons firing off in sequence. And the coolest thing about it is it just runs off of a timer. I tried to do a piston engine with a using timers themselves instead of just a spinning thing on sensors like this vehicle has, but as I worked with it more, I found out that it becomes much worse because it just has more and more problems. So if something doesn't go at the right time, then another thing goes and it throws the entire engine off. So then you have to reset it, which is impossible, so you just have to respawn the car, and it was just annoying. So all in all, I went with this design, but I'm gonna spawn this trailer in right here once we stop. I don't think I have an engine brake on this. Oh, those are my lights. That's my trunk. Alright, anyways. Actually, one of the things I was worried about building this, putting these two together, is because just even in the other Suburban and trailer, there was so much lag happening. So, it doesn't seem to be horrible right now, but yeah, once you add the trailer in, it's getting worse. And I forgot, regrettably, I forgot to put up the suspension to a higher level. Alright, I've just about turned everything down and my computer still is complaining about this. So I'll get this done pretty quick. So I can get my frames back. They went on vacation, you know. They had a timeshare down in, I don't know, Mediterranean. Anyways. There we go. We got the engine going. You know what? Next video I'll get another person to come on here and I'll do a drag race against the two and see which one can make it to the end first. I don't know. I mean, the electric engines don't seem to give as much power at the highest speed. So, but this thing seems to be rolling really well with this trailer. I mean, for the lag it's creating and all, I mean, it seems to be going at the normal speed. Like, there's no trailer back there. There's no problem here. Come on. You got a problem? There's nothing there. This thing is a beast. As you can see, the back's a little slammed, though, because I turned up the suspension almost to the max now. Even so, I think it's just because I have to have the rear axle on a piston to push it down, so that the wheels are, when you spawn it in, they're level with the engine, and then the transmission and the rear axle with the rear wheels fall down after that. The pistons are pushing it down basically, but this thing seems to be going quite well. Alright guys, been strolling around in my car here. Let's turn off this engine. And is that my brake? Oh, that is my brake. I stand corrected. I do have an engine brake, which should slam the rear wheels to be stopped. Maybe I'm just sliding? That's odd. Did I break it or something? Huh? Oh, wrong button. And frames, hey, you're back. I missed you. Anyways, guys, if you like this, please leave a like and consider subscribing to stay up with my content. And I will see all you guys later. Goodbye.